Starting with the Peninsular Plateau. The Peninsular Plateau, we have discussed this when we were discussing the maps. So, this Peninsular Plateau is divided into two parts. The first one is Malwa Plateau, and the second one is Deccan Plateau. Which river is dividing both these? The river is Narmada, divided by Narmada. Another point, average height of 600 to 900 meters. This you have to remember. And slope from south to north. So all these things you have to remember about the Peninsular Plateau. Now we will be discussing it in detail. If you want to see with the help of map also, you can see that this particular part where India is like this is all the Peninsular Plateau. This part is the Malwa Plateau and this part is the Deccan Plateau. Here it is Malwa Plateau. Okay, and the rest of the part is your Deccan Plateau. And when we talk about the Peninsular Plateau, we include both these. And here is your Narmada River, somewhat here. It is here, and it is dividing the Malwa Plateau and the Deccan Plateau. Now we will be discussing it with the help of map. So now we will be discussing about Western Ghats covering 1600 kilometers. Okay, and now we will be discussing them state wise. Talking about the states, first of all covering Maharashtra. They are known as Sahyadris in Maharashtra. In Tamil Nadu. Now a confusing thing is there that how come Tamil Nadu come here? Why are we talking about Tamil Nadu? We will be discussing. They form Nilgiri Hills over here. Nilgiri Hills. The border, you remember like this when we talk. This part and here. This part. This is basically Tamil Nadu. This part touching. Here are the Nilgiri Hills. So Tamil Nadu is concerned over here. We're not talking about Kerala or Karnataka. Now we will be talking about Kerala. What they form in Kerala. Annamalai Hills. Plus Cardamom Hills. And Palni Hills. Okay, so this you have to remember that state wise what are these known as. Maharashtra, they are known as Sahyadris. Tamil Nadu, Nilgiri Hills, they form Nilgiri Hills over there, and in Kerala they form Annamalai Hills, Cardamom Hills and Palni Hills. Okay, so average height of these Western Ghats, average height also you can write, average height is 900 to 1200 meters. This is about Western Ghats only. Okay, now we will be talking about the Western Ghats are having many passes also, and the important of them are, we will be discussing the passes now. Very important are Thal Ghat. The second one is Bhor Ghat. Both of them are in north. And when we talk about south, Pal Ghat are in south. Okay. And Anaimudi. Anaimudi is in Annamalai Hills. Okay. So highest peak you have to remember is highest peak is Anaimudi, and it is present in Annamalai Hills. Anaimudi. Annamalai Hills, and we have discussed about Annamalai Hills also. So its height is 2695 meters. 2695 meters. And in Nilgiri, now in Nilgiri, we are having Doda Beta. It's Doda, Doda, Beta, Beta, Doda Beta. And this is the highest peak of Annamalai, Anaimudi, and of Nilgiri it is Doda Beta, and the height is 2637. Now we have to discuss about the rivers also. We have left the rivers and we have to discuss about them in the Western Ghats. Western Ghats, many rivers originate from Western Ghats. Okay, rivers from Western Ghats we are discussing. And you can write about Godavari is there, Krishna is there, and Kaveri is there. Krishna and Kaveri. All the three of these, they originate from Western Ghats. Okay, and they flow eastwards. We have discussed about them. They flow eastwards towards east. And from the northern part of the Western Ghats, from the northern part of Western Ghats, WG I have written for Western Ghats. So the rivers flowing are Narmada. As we have discussed, Narmada divides the Peninsular Plateau in two parts, Deccan and Malwa Plateau, and the other one is Tapi or Tapti. Both the names are of this river only. So Narmada and Tapi. They flow through the narrow valley. Okay, and the narrow valley is with Satpura. Satpura forms block mountains, forming block mountains. Block mountains are present over there. Mountains. Okay. So this way we have completed the Western Ghats. Now we will be discussing about the Eastern Ghats. And Eastern Ghats are not so detailed. They just are very easy. And Eastern Ghats, they are having again hill, the highest hill you have to remember. We will be discussing Eastern Ghats. Eastern Ghats. Okay, they extend from this way you have to make bullet notes. Okay, from Nilgiri, we have discussed about Nilgiri Hills, to Mahanadi Valley. Mahanadi Valley. Mahanadi Valley. Okay, and average height average height is 450 meters, and they after that they are not so continuous, and the reason is why they are not so continuous. The reason is that many rivers are dissecting, so they are not continuous. They are not having the mountain ranges. The continuous mountain ranges are not present like we have seen in Western Ghats. And the highest peak you have to remember is here. Highest peak is Mahendragiri. You can remember from Mahendra Bahubali, Mahendragiri. So you can remember that he used to live in Eastern Ghats, and so is the height. Okay, the height is 1500 meters, and it is present in Odisha. So by the name of Bahubali you can remember this. Okay. Now talking about the slopes. The slopes, they gently merge. They gently merge like this into the what? Coastal plains. And which coastal plains these will be? Eastern coastal plains. Now we have to discuss about the rivers, and again the rivers are they are having Mahanadi. Basically we have to discuss about the flow. So Mahanadi is flowing, Godavari is there, Krishna and Kaveri are also flowing towards the east. So Krishna and Kaveri are also there, but these rivers start from Western Ghats. Okay, and they drain into Bay of Bengal as they are east flowing rivers. So this way you have to make the bullet notes and cover the topic. When we make such notes, they help us to remember the things. Significance of the Peninsular Plateau, you can read about it, that many they are known as the storehouse of the minerals, as many minerals are present. Iron ore is there, coal ores, manganese, copper, bauxite, chromium, gold, etc. all are found in this particular region, in the particular Peninsular Plateau, covering the eastern and the western Ghats. Okay, and you have to talk about the forests also. Hill stations, many hill stations are there. Uti, Mahabaleshwar, they are tourist spots, so they help us to enhance the tourist beauty. Okay, the tourism of India, so they are equally important. This way you have to read the significance, and if you have any problem in the significance you can let me know. And even the western plateau, the western Ghats, they are covered with the fertile layer. The soil is formed due to the lava, so it is very good for cultivation of soil. Cultivation. The soil is very good for cultivation of cotton, sugarcane. So this way it is very much important. So now we will be discussing the next topic, that is our coastal plains. Ghats we have discussed, eastern and the western Ghats. Now we will be discussing about the coastal plains. Again, there are two coastal plains we are having. Starting with the coastal plains, we know that the Deccan Plateau is having, it is between the eastern and the western Ghats. So the coastal plains, they are sandwiched between the sea. You can say western are sandwiched between the western Ghats and the Arabian Sea, while the eastern are between Bay of Bengal and eastern Ghats, and they cover the coastline. So they cover about 6,000 kilometers. Okay, and both these coastal plains meet at a point that is Kanyakumari. Okay, so this way both the coastal plains, they meet at Kanyakumari. Starting with the western coastal plains, we have discussed that they are sandwiched sandwiched between Arabian Sea and Western Ghats. On an average, the width of these plains, it is about 65 kilometers in the north and 100 kilometers in south. So moving to the north part, it is covering the coast, that is Konkan coast. Gujarat, Maharashtra and Goa are covered. The Karnataka, it is known as Kannad coast, and in Kerala it is having Malabar coast. We have discussed this on map when we were discussing the maps. Okay, in the map skill part we have discussed about them. Western coastline is having estuaries and lagoons. You must be aware of estuaries and as well as the tidal mouths of the rivers which they form. Aware of that, just let me know. I'll be making another video for that, for estuaries and you can say these mouths of the river. I'll be making another video. And one main thing, that is the salt water lakes are formed along the Malabar coast. One of them is Vembanad lake. Okay, it is very famous. The ports are Kandla, Mumbai, Marmagoa and Kochi, etc. Moving towards the eastern coastal plains, when we talk about them, we have discussed they lie between Bay of Bengal and Eastern Ghats, and they are having a broader strip. Okay, so they are broader as compared to the western coastal plains. We have discussed about the Coromandel coast and Northern Sirkar. Northern Sirkar, they cover the states Odisha and West Bengal, and Chilika Lake, we have discussed about that lake also. And another lake is Pulikat Lake. Okay, now talking about the rivers, we know that we are having the east flowing rivers and they are Krishna, Kaveri. Another river is there, that is Godavari, and Mahanadi is also present. It is not east flowing but it is also present over there. So Krishna, Kaveri and Godavari, they form the deltas also. Lagoons are comparatively less, as you know that the coastline is smoother, so lagoons are less. And Chilika and Pulikat Lake we have discussed. Agriculturally, these are more fertile. Eastern ones are more fertile. Now you can see with the help of this map that eastern coastal plains, they are broader as compared to the western coastal plains, and they are sandwiched between, eastern ones are between Bay of Bengal and your Eastern Ghats, while the other ones are between Arabian Sea and Western Ghats. Okay, and we have discussed about the coasts, the Kannad coast, the Malabar coast, the Konkan coast, Coromandel coast, and Northern Sirkar also. We have discussed about them. Now you have to make the notes, the brief notes, the bullet notes of this part also. And this is basically your homework so that you can understand how to form the notes. The previous one I have told you how to form the notes about Eastern Ghats, the Peninsular Plateau. Significance also you can read, it is very easy. Talking about the desert, you know the desert area is present in Rajasthan. So it is present to the west of the Aravalli range and it extends up to the Indus plain. It is very dry region, and on the other hand it is extending towards Pakistan, the Sindh desert. Also, it covers the area of about 800 kilometers in length and 490 kilometers in the width also. Talking about the lakes, we know that lakes present over there are mostly the saline lakes, the Sambar Lake and Didwana Lake. They are the important salt lakes which are present over there in desert. As water is very less in such areas, so the lakes are important as well as the main river which is flowing, and it is also seasonal river. The name is very important, Luni River. It is the important river which flows from this part, and it is that your Thar desert is there. Talking about the islands, we have two main islands, that are Andaman and Nicobar Islands, while the other one are Lakshadweep Islands. When we talk about Andaman and Nicobar Islands, they are present in Bay of Bengal. They are having 265 big or small islands. So okay, they are having a group of about 265 big and small islands. A 10-degree channel, it separates Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Andaman Islands are present in the north, while the Nicobar Islands, they are present in the south. Okay. And another thing which is important is your Arakan Mountains of Myanmar. They are having a continuous, Andaman and Nicobar Islands are having a continuous submarine ridge with them. Okay, and they are also having some coral reefs. While we know that Lakshadweep Islands, they are totally formed of the coral reefs, but these are having some. Another thing which is important is your Barren and Nakondam. Both these islands, they are volcanic islands, and Barren is having active volcano. The only active volcano of India is present in this island. Port Blair is the capital of Andaman and Nicobar. When we talk about Lakshadweep Islands, they are located about 300 kilometers away from what? From the western coast of India, of Kerala. It is in Arabian Sea. These are the coral islands, okay, and they are having about 25 small groups of islands and about 32 square kilometers of the area. Total area is covered by these islands. Their capital, it is again very important, Kavarati is the capital, and the headquarter of the Lakshadweep, it is Kavarati. So both these, Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweep, are island groups of India. This way we have completed this chapter, and you can study this chapter with the help of the map. If you are having any problem, just let me know. If you are not clear with any part, any word which is creating some problem with you, so you can let me know about that word or part or line, whatever. Just let me know about that either in the comment section, or you can ask me in the group also. Try my level best to clear your doubts. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe, make small bullet notes, and complete the back exercises I'm sending you.